Hey everyone! So today I have a plan with me video. This is in my Erin Condren Life Planner. This is something a little bit different for me, so please pardon me if it's a little bit all over the place, but this was my previous week and I'm going to be doing the next week. This is something that I have been a bit new to, that I'm really enjoying. I like to do this because I feel like it keeps me really organized, it keeps me on track, but it also keeps me nice and relaxed as well. I enjoy spending time just sitting and planning out my weeks, and it's something that I use as a creative outlet and also as a stress outlet as well. I find that this actually just keeps me on track, and also is really quite just fun for me to do. So yeah, this is my previous week. This one used the grey and the yellow ScribblePrintsCo set, and I'm going to be planning the next week. For this week, I'm going to be using the tribal kit from ScribblePrintsCo. This is the pink tribal kit. I really like the colours. The teal is really nice. The pink is really nice. I already used two of them in this spread just to kind of draw that mint into the spread to give it a little bit of interest. But yes, so this is the start of my planning. Now apologies, the pages are a little bit crinkled. Up until about January, I have had water spilt all over my planner in my handbag, which was devastating, but yeah, it still works. It still works as a planner and it gives it a little bit more interest. So what I do prior to the week beginning is I actually mark everything off with little tabs, and I find that that's really easy to kind of keep organized, to know what's going on in the next week, and I usually do that the week prior. So I've got quite a few things planned out. I've got a hair appointment on Tuesday. We're doing a lot of house prep, doing a lot of things around our house because I'm going to be filming a house tour this week on the Thursday. So this is one of the weeks where I have my 5-day break from Monday through to Friday. I get this every now and then because I work long shifts and I get extra days off a week. So this actually works really nicely for me to get things done for YouTube. It's been mostly used for house things prior to now, but now it's going to be used for YouTube filming and prep. And then I head back to work on the Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I do is I actually use my washi tapes. This is the easiest thing to do. So just washi down the bottoms. And then I just use a metal ruler to cut it off. And on this one, it's got a pattern that repeats. So I'm just lining up the pattern so it actually repeats and just looks like it's one thick roll of washi. Okay, and then the other side. And because I'm not actually using the colors in the monthly spread, I just take some white out and I actually just white out this box up the top because I pop washi over the top. So I'm just taking this Laura by Laura washi tape. It's just this nice ombre pink, and I'm just popping that over the top there. And just along the top, there's a little bit of overhang. So what I do is I just take my scissors and I just cut that overhang off. And the next thing I do is I pop my weather stickers on. So I just head into the weather app on the iPhone. So today's Monday. I'm filming a little bit late, but it is what it is. Today was, I believe, mostly sunny. So I take my little sticker book and I have these organized in brands. And I just go to my Peaceful Mind Design stickers. There we go. And I just take those and just pop them on dependent on what the weather is that day. Might actually change it up and put it up the top now. Okay, so that's that part there. Now, then what I do is I actually start my to-dos for the week. I don't always use, I don't use all from this. I actually have a lot of printables that I use as well. And this week I'm going to be using some hot pink printables on this side and some matching printables to the set, because I like to use full ombre checklists on the on this page just up the top, because as you can see there's a little bit of bleed through from the week before, and I just color match that to what I've got. So this is the first one. Okay, so I'm just going to pop the pink one in the middle. There we go, and I've got some mint coloured ones. There we go. I don't want to use too much of this brown colour. It's just kind of, it's a little bit dull. So I might just use that as accents. So I might just alternate pink and mint. There we go. There we go. Now, in case you're wondering, these stickers I actually get from the Hummingbird Planner. She does custom orders, so I got her to customize just the colors that I use most often. And with those, I actually cut them with an X-Acto knife and a ruler, and I just leave them attached to the paper, and it works really nicely, kind of like a real sticker sheet. And then I'll just alternate these. On this side, I use the actual checklist, so I don't use the full boxes on this side. I feel like it cuts a lot of the bulk out of the planner, so it doesn't become as bulky as it would be with all full boxes. And it doesn't matter if the words bleed through on these checklists, because I cover them up the next week with the boxes. And that works well for me, I find. The next thing I do is I actually lay down my weekend sticker. So I usually take two that are fairly matching. Might be these ones. And I cover up the header with those. There we go. And then I just take the weekend banner from the functional kit and then pop that. Over there. There we are. Because I have work, they're the easiest things to next mark. So I've got a series of printed out boxes here, and I'll use a pink one for the first day. Might use a plain pink. There's a lot going on in this spread, so I'll use a plain one. And this one wasn't quite cut properly by myself, so I'll just trim the edges. Printables can be a little bit more time consuming, but they are in the long run a lot cheaper to use and a lot more accessible for me. The only reason I say that is because it's hard to get a lot of stickers shipped from the US. There are a few really good Australian Etsy sellers. However, they're few and far between. I think there's only like 3 or 4 of them. There we go. So for work, I'll just overlap that a little. There we go. So I just write in my shift. And then for Sunday, I start slightly later than Saturday. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop the box a little bit further down. So I'm using one of the washi strips from ScribblePrintsCo's kit. And then I'm just taking a blue box because I don't have any mint ones. And pop that one down here. There we are. It's really, really irritating me that the pages are creased, but they were a lot worse before I ironed the pages out, and it is what it is. But from January onwards, it's pretty good. So you'll just have to put up with me for a little bit. Now, down the bottom is where I generally track my mail. So, going back to the start of my sticker book. Okay, so I just go along. I wonder if I should alternate. I might alternate them actually, because last week I had them all the same color along the bottom. And I think this week I want to alternate them. Okay, so and then taking some of the mint ones. Now the reason I track my mail on such a large scale is because I like to track when things are shipped, when things are ordered, and when things arrive. And I do most of my shopping online, so this works for me. Only because I like to spend a lot of time at home on my days off, and I work so long during the week that it just works for me that way. And the next thing that I will do is pop in my headers. So these are the headers from PlannerGems. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take ones that match. So I've got those ones, and then I'll take some pink ones. There we go. So I've got those in 3 different categories. I've got my YouTube to-do and today's. Okay, so I'll start off up the top with the to-do stickers. So I'm going to keep it on theme with the mint colour. There we go. There we go. And then on these 2 days, I'm going to have YouTube up the top because they're my filming days. So take my YouTube sheet. For the rest of them, I'll use Today stickers. I like how the weekend banner actually frees me up from using too many of these header stickers. Go. And then I'll start popping in the boxes, I suppose. Oh, actually, no, on these days I need to use a today sticker as well. Just down the bottom. Okay, so I know which days Josh is off this week, so I can remove these flags. So I'm going to take under these two ones, I'll just go with the plain pink ones. Under the today banner is where I generally put these, and I pop flags on top of them just to kind of give it a little bit more interest. And under the today banners on the other ones, I'm going to use the ones that have the little bit of mint in them as well. Now under these ones, I think that I want to leave them kind of plain. So I might take these washies and I'm just going to cover up the banners. There we go. There's not one that matches this one, so I'm going to pop this one down. The pink ones don't match exactly anyway, so. And then last week under the YouTube banners, I used some little check boxes like these ones. I think I might actually use it. I think I might leave them blank for the time being and I might just write on them. I don't see them sinking through too much, so yeah. Then we actually have our sidebar to work on. I usually use sidebars from, these are from Chickadee Design Co. Actually, the May sidebar works really nicely for this week, so I'm going to use that one. There we go. I was thinking I would do something different, but I don't need to. There we go. And I know it seems kind of irritating that I've got these like flags kind of hanging around, but it is what it is. There we go. So I just line this up with the bottom. Now these sidebars are awesome because they're customizable, so you can customize the headers in Preview if you're using a Apple. There we go. Okay, so these sidebars I just customize based on what I do during the weeks. Go. I've just got a little bit of excess to trim on this one. There we go. Okay, so I like to track my water intake. I also like to mark off which shifts I'm going to be working at work as well. So I'm just going to mark off Saturday and Sunday. I know that I'm filming today on Monday, so I've done that. And then I try to post on Instagram every second day. Doesn't always turn out like that. I don't always have something to take a photo of, but yeah, I'm just going to fill in the predominant amount of things that are on these flags, and then I will come back and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so everything that was on the flags has been moved into here. It's kind of just a rough draft kind of thing. I like to kind of start putting things in and then decorate from there. So I've got a lot of filming to be done, and I've kind of mucked up this banner here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop a sticker down on there. So that will signify that I am filming on that day, and it covers up my mistake. I've also got this little hair appointment kind of functional sticker here, so I'm going to pop that one here with my hair appointment flag. Kind of not decided everything that I'm going to be doing this week. That's why everything's kind of a little bit blank. Because I've got so many days off, I kind of just can do whatever in the mornings when I wake up. I know that I am, this afternoon when Josh gets home actually, because he's on till 1 o'clock, I'm going to head to Bunnings. So I might put this down here. Actually, I'm going to pop a teardrop there instead, and I might do it in the brown. Go that way. Okay, so we're going shopping at Bunnings, so I'm getting the last, just getting the last of our plants and our outdoor settings, so. I know that I'm going to be ordering from Libby & Co, because they've got their 20% off for 3 hours, sorry, 25% off for 3 hours for Labor Day. So I'm going to be doing that at midnight tonight. I might actually mark that with a little money icon. There we go. I'm doing my house tour on that day, so I might mark that with the icon. This is the first time I've actually used the ScribblePrints icons. I generally don't use them. But yeah, I also popped the second smallest washi from each of the boxes up the top, just to cover up that box there, make it a little bit more cohesive. But other than that, I've kind of incorporated a little bit of the brown. I'll probably pop a little bit more in there by the end of the week. It's pretty much, actually, I'm going to pop this to clean box in here. I've just marked payday there. So that's there. Josh has an interview on Thursday as well. So and we also have some places to go. We're actually taking our puppy on a play date that day, so and we'll probably go out for lunch that day as well, so I'll wait to fill that in and then I'll fill it in once I know where we're going to be going. Okay, so this is pretty much the bare bones of a planned week. So what I actually do is every day I fill in more things dependent on what I need to do that day and what I need to do that week. So for example, by the end of the week, I'll have kind of a weekly goals filled out, or what I need to do for next week filled out. I'll also cross off all my hydrate areas there, and I'll also be crossing off on YouTube when I film and upload and things as well. Same goes with Instagram and the blog. The blog is kind of on standby at the moment. I'm just kind of still settling in at home. But yeah, this is pretty much the very beginning of me planning my week. Lately, it's been a little bit heavier in stickers. Actually, that's one thing that I forgot to do. I just planned to mark up my next lot of weeks. So I usually take some of my samples. Okay, so I've been using the PlannerGems samples mostly. I'm going to take this flag here. I'm going to pop this here. And I just plan out when I'm going to mark my next week's shifts and appointments. To make sure that I'm ready to plan for Saturday or Sunday usually. Sometimes I do it on a Monday morning depending on what I'm working, but for the most part I do it on the weekend. The only reason I'm doing it today is because today is a day off for me, and I wanted to film this for you guys. So yeah, by the end of the week I'll mark in meals. One of these days I actually want to go to the movies. Actually, I'm thinking I would like to do that on Wednesday, so I might pop that down on Wednesday, because Josh and I are both off together on Wednesday, so we'll organise to do that. I love these cinema stickers. I actually ordered more of them from PlannerGems because I thought that they were so cute when I got them in the sampler. There we go. There we go. It's very rare that Josh and I would have so many days off together, and what I'll do is I'll actually mark that with my little Carolina's Crafts glasses. And then anything to do with the dog, I just mark off with a little paw print. So that will actually be for this day. And then I'll mark in the dog walking and everything with a little paw print as well. So yeah, I don't like that there. Just decided it looks weird. There we go. Cute. I'm still kind of getting into the habit of planning and figuring out what works best for me. But at this stage, I'm really liking using these ScribblePrintsCo stickers, just because they're an easy go-to layout, if that makes sense. I feel like they're the dummies version of planning. They are really good for just kind of, they've got enough boxes to fit every day. I like to lay my icons on top of the boxes, so that works really nicely for me. Weekend also fills up some space as well, and then you've got your checklists and everything. They're really, really comprehensive, which is great. Next week I'm actually going to try something different and try a lot more white space, because I feel like I'm using a lot of stickers. It only feels like that because I've got these full boxes. But next week I actually want to try, I know that I'm getting a PlannerGems order in with a lot of these kinds of flags. I really want to use these icons from Carolina's Crafts as well. I've just placed a really big order for some custom colors of those, so they're yeah, there's some things that I really want to give a try. So next time I do my plan with me, it will be just a little bit different. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's these are my favorite, like my favorite colors that I use in my planner, the mint especially. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just my way of planning. I'm still trying out new things. So yeah, this is the bare bones. I fill out the predominant amount of the week kind of as the week is going along, but I've just got everything that I've flagged. I've got my work shifts in there, I've got my appointments in there, and my kind of plan for filming and everything as well. So yeah, everything that is kind of happening during the week is predominantly written on there. It's just the little things like the to-dos and the to-cleans and everything that really need to be filled in, and then my mail down the bottom. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's something a little bit different. I keep saying this about my planner videos, that it is something different, but I'm really enjoying using the planner. I feel like this 40 minutes or so during the week is a really relaxing, really cool time for me to kind of just sit and do my own thing. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. Let me know if you guys use planners at all. It doesn't necessarily have to be on this scale. This is more of a like a scrapbook type of thing. But yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.